Hello and welcome back to Avowed. So, well, lag, as you know, it's the lag game. Solski, we did it. We were there. We went everywhere that I could see. Talked to everyone. Talked to the council. And yeah, they told us, sorta, kinda. Well, afterwards, the council member told us where to look for the garden. But he was very helpful, really, to be honest. And he even was like, "Hey, how about we kind of, trade the keep, essentially, for, like, stuff, I guess, for, I don't know, food and materials and stuff, and I don't know. Then we just leave the keep, but we traded to Silicon Road of all people, and yeah, no, I was very much not into that idea. So yeah. But uh, we going now. We are actually going back, yeah, to where we originally was supposed to go. The game told us to go to look for the garden, and this is where I thought the garden actually was. I didn't expect it to be somewhere else, but hey, I mean, I was like, right, the city over here. I forgot that was actually the case. Yeah. Kind of forgot to do it there. I need fire. Fires, not Marios. Well, that works. That's not what I tried to press, but apparently you can cut that with that. That's interesting. Anyway, I was gonna just do this. How do you? There we go. It's on. Okay. Kai was not here. Is what I was trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, but like after he told us where it actually was, it moved. So I was like, okay, interesting. But I kind of forgot that there's still over here. Yeah. So that's kind of interesting. Would he have told me?
As I live
I don't
and
know.
breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished.
Oh,
If
don't
you're
worry,
looking
there's
for
no
the
loyalty.
Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots.
Does that lead have anything to do with the hell behind you? We'll meet you at the garden. Not unless you want. We get into the garden first.
First, we tried the tower first. But the roots swallow, and the roots strangle, and the roots devour.
Good.
The roots say your name, envoy. They say you told them to do it.
Well, I don't think I told them, but probably Sabadell did. Hey, you okay there? I don't think you're well. I'm going to back away here. Oh, this isn't good.
You've done what the roots want. Poison in our veins. Traitor. I know what you are. The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and
Fantastic.
we will strangle them in return. Cut them. Bleed them.
Oh dear. Be careful. He might be too far gone.
Like, is he like infected? Is he, by the, the thing? What's it called? Dream Scourge. Yeah. I don't know if that's the case. Doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to fight. Can we talk about this? You deserve a clean death. I mean, I'm not, I don't like the Silk Road, but I'm not gonna fight them unless they fight me, Still, I still have some amount of honor about it, I suppose,
No talk for traitors. Only fire.
But I guess we'll just,
Roots.
have to, probably.
Burn every one of them.
What it sounds like.
As the roots die. Die, traitor! Lay yourself down.
Well, what would have happened if I went here first? Like, would I wonder if they would have been like, hey, let's go into the thing, and I don't know what they didn't have realized. I'm not sure here what had happened here. Still not what decision. Okay, time to do this. Okay, this is doing wonders. Nice magic thing. Alright. Well, that was a lot of good stuff there. Look at all that money and stuff. But yeah, you guys have all the money. Okay, I guess I'll use those. Nothing that heals both. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, we could have gone here earlier, so this could have changed. Or maybe this was just gonna happen always. Who knows? Well, either way, not my fault that he attacked me. Again, he decided to fate. Well, they might have gotten crazy, and at least that guy there. I don't know if the others did, but who knows? Maybe just following orders or whatever. A shame they had to die. Not really. It's still cute. I don't care that much. I definitely gotten less and less like empathetic towards them. I mean, they freaking tried to like burn down and destroy an entire city. Like out of nowhere. Like completely just. I mean, come on. You know? Well, it doesn't sound like it's a good idea to go in here based on what just happened to that guy, but here we are.
I'll never get used to watching you do that.
I did it? I did this? I guess.
That island must be the garden. Never seen a tree glow like that before.
If it weren't so deadly and disturbing to look at, it'd be breathtaking.
Oh, that?
As
The
much as I want
garden?
to get to the garden, I'm loath to swim through that.
The garden still might actually be this way, just can't access it. Yeah, like we were told that yeah there was a bridge once and we can see a bit of it here, but well getting there's gonna be a problem. Like what was her name? The witch lady, mighty person, what do we call? Supreme witch? Not whatever. You know her, what was her name again? Did we read? She could teleport, right? I mean, it's possible we could get her help. Like, I don't know if she can teleport us over there or anything, but she could at least do some kind of teleporting. It might not be that easy, who knows? But I don't know. Anyway, there might be another way, who knows? But it does look kind of difficult. There are precious few legible entries in this journal, which was written centuries ago by a leader of the Bagroon named Landro, who commanded the dwarves and to build a permanent home in Galavin's Dusk. Most of the survived details either the minutiae behind the construction of Sal's Keep, or the relationships between the dwarves that fallen under sleep. There's one entry of particular note. The garden space has fallen, perhaps that is for the best. I may have found another path to the garden, one better suited to conceal secrets from the intrusive and foolhardy. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't directly tell us we're supposed to go like, you know, that way now. But maybe it would. Just put a mark over here. Maybe we still had to go to Talos Keep after that and figure things out. I mean, cause yeah. I mean, we did this a little bit out of order. Technically, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, can we look around? I'm sure there's something interesting to find.
We are close. Break the bars.
I mean, not a whole lot to look at here right now. Can I go below here? I can. Thank you, map, for showing some access.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Okie doke. I want to go to camp. There are people have things to say. I don't want to go too long without, you know, hearing what people have to say about stuff. Because I might forget what you're even talking about. Did just take a little bit though, and I do kind of want to explore today. You know, we've been in Sol's Keep for a few videos now, and yeah. I mean, I could like talk to 1 or 2 people, and then go. I don't know. If I want to talk to Marius about stuff, you know, seeing as he went back to the keep after all this time, you know. I'm sure he has a lot to say about that.
Envoy, coming back to Solace is not easy for me. A lot of memories, not all happy ones.
Did something happen to you here? Coming down, Mihala seemed to think highly of you. That's sarcastic. I don't think he did. What's in your mind?
She took an interest in me when I first came to Solace. No idea
I guess it wasn't
why.
sarcastic. I don't know.
I was an outsider and a
Didn't
child.
get that.
She had every right to make me someone else's problem, but she didn't.
Huh. I did not. I guess I didn't get that impression from her at first, but I guess most of what she said was pretty negative towards us and what we're doing here and everything in the first place. But I don't know. Well, that was a lot that happened last time, to be honest. So I might not have gotten every single thing. So you must have seen something in you. Mihal has a bigger heart than she lets on. Something's spotting you, isn't it?
Since we entered Solace, I've been... Memories have come flooding back. It's been all I can think about.
It's only natural. You were gone a long time.
Seeing Mihala, I remembered coming here as a child, but... There's more. There was a village, and something went wrong.
Do you remember where the village is? I haven't. What exactly do you need done?
The village should be north of here. I remember godless ruins and flow of lava and a large circle of some kind. I need to find that village, if it exists. There's something there I need to find. I just wish I knew what it was.
So if you heard a dog barking very loudly, it just stopped. I guess this is your companion quest, maybe? I was wondering, yeah, we haven't seen others have companion quests other than Kai. I mean, I was wondering if the reason why is because, you know, freaking, why am I blanking on names right now today? I can't remember the freaking companions' names. Yasli and, fucking completely blanking on the name now. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. The other one. I don't know. I had a nap right before I started playing. Maybe that's why my mind is a little bit blurry. I just am not waking up yet. Completely blanking her name. But anyway, at least Yasli I got Yasli. Well, yeah, Gasly, very important to the main story. I'm not saying that Kai and Marius aren't important, but they kind of had their own, important part of the story, the main story, Uh, you know. So I do wonder if they won't have a companion quest. Well, now it sounds like at least Marius has one, and I think Marius was maybe also not gonna have one since he was, important to this part of the story, since he was from here and everything. Maybe it hasn't been as important as Yasli and freaking completely blanking on the name. I don't know why. Whatever. Anyway, we'll go there as soon as we can. I say you want to do this. We'll do what we can to help. If it will help you, then we'll go.
My thanks, Envoy. I know this isn't directly on your path, so I appreciate it. Anyway,
Anything new here?
let's make the only one we haven't talked about.
Yeah, you
is
haven't talked about
Yasli.
Yasli yet, I guess.
I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive and always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But joke's on her. No one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that, we can get along. She can be sweet, too. When she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns.
What the hell is your name? Gyara. Oh my god. I don't know why I completely
That
blanked
meeting
on
of the
that.
Solace Council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected, honestly. It's all processes and traditions and arguments over texts written by non-Jews centuries ago.
Same story everywhere. Though, much of Rauatai's history is recorded in chants. So, half our debates are sung. It doesn't resolve our feuds, but it does make them more entertaining.
Do you think there's hope for the Council? Or are they too stuck in their ways?
Do I look like a new-Sunday politician? There's a reason I spend most of my time as far from civilization as possible.
Well, I'd vote for you, dearie. Yeah, vote to see the squirrel.
Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll place the
I
totem
don't know
here.
what this thing is, but it's giving off power like you wouldn't believe.
That looks right.
Oops. Right, you have more to say apparently.
Envoy? Sorry. I've been in my head ever since we left Solace, thinking about the village.
What about it? That's understandable. I need you focused. That's not what I want to talk about.
What if I get there and... oh, I don't know, I fall apart. Memories flood in and I don't know who I am anymore. Or worse, what if it's nothing?
If you feel this strongly about it, it's not nothing. The only way to know is to go there and find out. You're stronger than all that, Marius. You'll overcome this. Whatever happens, we'll do so. Oh god, whether you're worried about it or not.
I appreciate that, Envoy. I just wish I believed it. There was a story. The warden who saw the future.
What was it about? Is this a story from Solace? We don't have time for stories.
Yes. Mihala told it to me when I was young. There was a young warden who thought she could see the future. She'd think about things and they would come to pass. She was worried about her father falling ill, and he did. She feared her friend would die of exposure. It happened.
Go on. That sounds like a useful talent. Are you the young lord by any chance? Is this going anywhere?
Kamayu. One day, she was with her patrol unit guarding a watchtower, and she was struck by a terrifying thought. She just knew in her gut that Solace was under attack. Zareps, or ogres, or fire blights from the wastes.
Badass or asshole. They were expressed in context. So she left the post to stop the attack. There's no way a gang of soldiers could get through those gates. So she found a way to alert Solace and remain at her post. This is coming to a point.
That's what I said. The reply was, it's a story. Shut up and listen. The young warden tried to alert her unit, but they didn't seem concerned. They said she was delusional. So she left the tower to go protect Solace. And she found nothing there. Meanwhile, her post came under attack. Her whole unit was killed because she abandoned it.
She should have stayed at her post. Her few time was just her worries about what might happen. That's a really dark story. And Solace is out of prison for dereliction of duty. I mean, maybe. Who knows?
Exactly. So what if I'm seeing the future here? Maybe we should just stay on your original path.
The difference is that you haven't left your post. You should help me out. We're here to support you. We can't predict what will happen, so stop trying. Being prepared for the future is never a bad thing.
Well, I'm fortunate to have you all here. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway.
If you knew about this.
What do you want to talk about?
What can you tell me about Solace and Gilliman's tusks?
There's more out there than I could tell you about. Best you go see
Can
it
I
for
see the
yourself.
damage response?
Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
Let's see. There's basically no game out here. Well, there's some game, but not enough to keep you from starving. That's not true either. If you don't mind beetle paste or questionable mushroom stew, you might be able to find enough to eat. I grew up with that stuff, so I don't mind it. And I got a tolerance for the, well, effects from the mushrooms. For you, I suggest sticking with the beetles. Or just rationing out the dried fish and fruit we got from Thirdborn. Right, changing the subject. Thanks for talking.
Okay. Kai got
I
stuff,
once
and
heard
Kiara
rumors
got stuff.
about a cataclysm in the Deadfire.
And I do wanna...
The lost city of Ukaizo. Does that ring any bells?
Should I...
The higher-ups with fancy hats were looking for it, but that was all above my rank.
But there was also talk of a broken machine. A device so large that it towered over the city.
It definitely sounds like the kind of thing the fancy hats would have been interested in. But why are you so curious about something on the other side of the world?
I have my reasons.
I don't want to spend the whole episode in here, but
I've seen
I'm
council
gonna
meetings get
talk
out of control,
to
but
her.
that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack.
Mihalis is trying to protect our people. Karsta seemed more innovative in his thinking, at least. I'm kind of into unconventional equipment.
A corporeal inverter. In layman's terms, it replaces living things with dead things by killing them. Maybe it wasn't my smartest investment, but I thought it had research potential.
Replaces living things with dead things by killing them. Yeah. That sounds like you killed something with something. I don't know. Yes.
If the steel garrote is what passes for innovative, then Solace is in deep trouble. It's remarkable, really.
Not really that bad, though.
What people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you.
What I meant by saying he got innovative ideas is more so, you know, that that he does want to do something to keep Solace Keep from, dying out essentially, because we know it's in a bad place, you know. Not sure if his ideas are the best, but he has a point about that at least, again, at the very, getting trade from other places and, allowing people to go in and out and all that could be helpful. So, leading to progress for Solace Keep. But I don't know. It's not. It's not seeming possible. Anyway, I don't. Don't want to say that I believe Silk Road is the best option, which I don't. I really don't. Anyway, wherever I go, I have to prove myself to strangers. And I want to enter the garden, but we're going to do it anyway. The dog is back. I don't care. I don't fit in with the traditions.
Such is the life of an envoy. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, you just have to find another way. Thanks for talking.
Okay, it wasn't as long as I was fearing. I will talk to Kai as well.
Talking to Kostya, it's gotta be nice to meet someone who's happy to see adherence for a change.
What do you think about Kostya's plan for a deal with Adia? I have a question about you, Kai. That's all. Good night.
I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it.
He's right, obviously. It's reckless. He's better betting his people's future on a risky deal and assuming they will adapt. He shouldn't make that kind of decision on anyone's behalf. That is also true. It's a good deal for Adia. Well, probably. I mean, it's a good deal for the Silk Road at the very least. I mean, getting a whole keep like that, that's a big, strategic point for warfare or for conquering places, and that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And I'm not so into that.
Maybe not, but should Mihala? Because that's exactly what she's doing.
Well, yeah.
Rauatai's grown
Again.
over the centuries through dozens of expansions, conquests, and alliances. Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still can't find myself wishing for the alternative. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a barren, stormy spit of land.
Yeah, but again, either way, the leaders, or whatever you want to call them, council people and stuff. You're not making the best decisions for them. Either they're not making any decisions, or it's just gonna be something you don't even want, or something that's bad for them, and they think it's gonna be good. I don't know. Anyway, come on, dying out and aggressive conquest aren't the only options. Would the peoples you absorb into your empire feel differently? That explanation simplifies a messy and often violent history. Rauatai is one of the world's most prosperous and expensive empires because of that boldness.
Fair enough, and that's not exactly the choice in front of the Pargrunen either. The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than taking their chances with Adir? Or striking out into the living lands?
Do you know what decide to Tusk? They should stay here. Anything's better than this. They should take their chances elsewhere. That's not for me to say. I mean, they do, I guess. But, I mean, as I said, they are still having trouble. I mean, if we didn't come here, would they have had water? How would they have dealt with that situation? That was seemingly a problematic situation they had to deal with, and I'm the only reason why they have water again, you know what I mean? Like, that's one thing. Then there's, the dream skirts coming. There's the silver boat coming potentially, And again, as we talked about with them, they don't seem to particularly care about that, and I don't feel like they're gonna do well. I mean, they can be isolated as much as they want. You still have to have some, scouts and some, people to gather food and gather things, farms and stuff. That's not gonna be able to survive in there. We didn't see any kind of, you know, farms in there, which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense in a place like that. Like you don't have any way to really have food in there other than just that. So obviously you have to leave in some way. Yeah, it's and this is a very desolate place, and it's even more so than apparently it used to be. So sure, they could maybe survive here. I don't think that it's the choice. It's the right thing to do. You take the chances elsewhere. I mean, I don't want to say everybody should just leave and never come back or anything either. I think there's a compromise of, again, trading with others and maybe having more people able to leave and go to other places and make deals and trades and maybe set up farms elsewhere and all kinds of things. I don't know if that's what this answer is trying to say, but I'll say this.
I only hope they get that chance.
Yeah.
Night, envoy.
Would you like some ice, darling?
I'm not drinking it.
I remember hearing an old wives' tale that when you're on the verge of panic, you hold some ice. It gives you something to focus on, apparently. I can magically whip up some for you if you need.
Right. No thanks. I'm fine.
No need to bite my head off, darling. I'm only trying to help.
Gods, listen. I'm having a rough day and my porridge isn't sitting very well. Maybe I'll ask you for some ice later.
However, I can be helpful.
Is there anything I can do in here? A little bit. Might as well do this in some here. Okay, that's everything. Also, yes. Oh, something I wanted to break down. This. Hold to break down. That's how you do it. There we go. Guess I can break this down as well. I don't know. If I break it down, then I have to upgrade the materials and stuff, and that's a bit annoying. If it's some of the old materials, I think they are like bad materials. I don't know if they are, but yeah. Anyway, we can upgrade this. I guess I will. And that seems to be about it. A lot of chunks and blood rife. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Kalana, dragon hide. Not enough. Okay. Alright. Let's take you out of it for a little while. We had Yasley for a little bit. Then I can maybe remember her name. That's embarrassing. I don't know how I've totally blanked her name. I thought I was doing pretty well on remembering my teammates' names, party members. I was bad with that somehow. Bad with names in general. You excuse me for that, but I'm playing other games too. This is a giant game, first of all, so there's a lot of characters. I was supposed to remember the witch lady's name, but it's also completely gone from me. But anywho, it's time to explore. Let's explore. Guess we can go down here first of all. Don't have a real goal at the moment. I know there's a bunch of quests you want me to do. But yeah, we'll come across them as we come across them. Is it blocking? Hmm. A bit annoying. Just die already. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how Maui is. I'm sorry. We get a bit to that. That's unfortunate. It's a minecart.
Zarb tracks. Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory.
Some mine around here maybe because of that. I wonder. There's been a lot of interior places I've felt in this area so far. I had a lot of them in the game, but you know, there have been some. I have not seen one in this place yet. So I wonder if there's a mine I can explore, you know.
Got eyes on something?
I think it's gonna see me. Actually, there's asleep. Oh. Well, there we go. Trying to get them on with this. One more. There.
Well, that was fun.
I seem to have alerted someone. Moon spider. What makes you a moon spider? Okay. Trying to get stuff from that chest, but I got ambushed. Can I sneak up on this spider? Chicken. Yeah, well, I don't know where these tracks lead. I was gonna say train tracks. Minecart tracks. A demon supply cache key.
It's amazing how many complex ecosystems you can fit into one island.
Well, I don't know if this is entirely realistic. Having all this on one island like this. I mean, I don't know how big it's really supposed to be. Obviously, video games track size a lot, but even then, I feel like the environment here does not make a lot of sense. But it's a fantasy game. It can do whatever it wants to. A faithful account of explorations in Galloway's Tusk. Most of the journal is dry, academic, and excessively detailed. The last page is the only one of real interest. I am increasingly certain that my colleague has been infected with what is collectively known as the Dream Scourge. His speech grows less comprehensible, and I suspect I may soon need to perform a mercy killing. I bet he will retain coherence for a little longer, however. I need him to assist me in hiding supplies in the northern reaches of Galloway's Tusk. We will have to rappel down an opening in the terrain, and I cannot do this alone. Nor will I be able to set up the failsafe mechanism myself. Till the wood meets the water. Till the water finds the roots. Yours, I think it should be. There is only a squiggle of ink, like a drawing of knotted roots. Huh. No, don't heal them. You shall not. This goes to the main quest. Maybe I shouldn't be going this way. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, I want to know where the tracks go, but that's definitely main quest area. Right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I was gonna take out those train... Not train tracks. See, I knew I was gonna say mine car tracks. But yeah, they're out there.
They're coming.
Well, let's see if we're gonna get down here.
Try a weapon that works.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be dealing with those. Those are a little too far away. Oh, I'm technically in combat, so I can sneak on you, even though I'm stuck in something. That's great. Thank you, game. Okay, so like the audio. I was wondering if the audio got weird there again because I got that spell on me, and like, oh no, did the audio stay weird after the spell stopped? But it went back to normal at least. Singed journal, signed, whatever. I can't say words. Letter journal singed by fire and dusted with ash. We came to this spot in hopes of respite, but it doesn't seem as though we will find it here. The souls are relentless, following us closely enough to harry us, but never finally committing the attack. If they didn't know better, I'd say they were playing with us, as if they consider us sport. With our injuries and exhaustion taking the toll, it would seem that we have no choice but to stop running and make our stand. Jallet says we are as battle ready as we will ever be, in hopes that the simple act of putting up a defense will convince the orbs to turn and leave us alone. It's as good a theory as any I might have, and so this is what we'll do. That worked out well for you, didn't it? Hmm. Abandoned water tower. Yeah. It's where Petro is supposed to be, apparently. I mean, I guess I'm close enough to do that? Sure, let's do that. Come here. Nah, hang on.
Not safe.
That's so amazing. There's guys in here. Hello. The upstairs. The rest. Maybe come to me if you want to. I'm busy reading stuff. Engraved stone. The engraving eroded by time reads, "For those lost in construction, we dedicate this tower to them. Their bones strengthen the stone and their hearts the land." Is someone below me? Oh, you're below me. Is that the way in? I guess so. Realize that? That's where you guys were. Just wondering where you were. Trace it out again. That'll be useful, probably. Look, Marius, stop getting into trouble. I swear. You're always like on the fire and getting into trouble and stuff, I swear. I feel like you of all my companions always end up getting into trouble somehow. Tripping the tripwires and stuff, and I don't know. It's kind of funny that that's the case. I don't think it's intentional by any means, but it just kind of happens, you know. Anyway, I was opening a lockbox. I could break that. I don't have my thing to break it. I don't know if that's any point. Oh wait, oh, I see, I'm gonna make that mistake again. Sorry, Marius. That is, on me. Oh, you're there. You're fine. You did kinda get covered, I think. Yeah, I didn't have the thing, and I saw the thing. Yeah. Anyway. You saw what happened. This way just where? Okay, that's why you guys went down there, I guess. Didn't see there was a way down there. Anyway, when is Sabina 1? Damn the most holy Nandro, I hope he was reborn as legality and pissed on by a flamingo. Okay. He gave us all the secrets of survival in his wide and bitter land. He did everything he could to give his followers a chance. His seasoning had only one flaw. He exhorted us to write it all down. For 300 years he seemed so wise. Whenever there was doubt, our ancestors went back to the tablets. When the faithless abandoned solace, and those secrets did not flee with them. Tablets were so heavy to steal. Tablets outlived the death of their masters, so that the thread of their learnings did not die with them. Solace endured on the foundation of those tablets. After Theodore's folly, after the sack of the libraries, he lost so much. Perhaps not enough, and those pirate writings survived. It troubled me. He had such doubts, I cannot read, about why he came here, about why he did not go further. Handwritten note. A thick sheaf of paper consisting of hastily written notes consisting of what looks to be copies of passages from other texts, as well as the writer's own notes and questions. It seems to be handmade beginner's guide to animancy. The latest crop of potatoes was small and somehow bright purple. I'm not sure how I did that, but I disposed of the fertilizer used in that batch. I bought some new supplies in parodies that I plan to slowly cycle into the newest batch. While it continues to be more scarce than I like, but it's hard to smuggle out enough to quench both my thirst and my farms without raising suspicion. Mina asked me about it in front of the others recently, but I think I was able to play it off. Why does he have to notice everything? She's so endearing, but I need her to pay less attention right now, at least until I get something to show for all my experiments. Nobody up here. I did not hit that stupid vase. And it kind of stuck. The ledger, made filthy by dust and rot, contains records of the supplies kept within the tower. As a former waypoint between Solar's Keep and Mount Fortune, the tower was often used to store raw materials mined from the tusk. It also stored a great deal of foodstuffs for itself and the miners in Mount Fortune. As the entries progress, however, there seems to be a sharp increase in both arms and armor, as well as emergency medical supplies. The last entries show an attempt to move as much equipment as possible out of the tower. I saw something. Or just... I don't know. Whatever. Can I break this without anything going wrong? Okay, I need a grenade. An actual grenade. The reason why the other one blew up was because there was a bell behind it, I think. That's when my fire one worked. Ring of Greater Overseeing. Okay, look at that. Area of effect damage. Okay, not the most exciting thing in the world. A favorite of Brickenhell Academy alumni and outlaw hedge wizards alike. These rings greatly enhance spells that cover a wide area. Target's soldiers can be reduced to cinders as well as well-placed fireball if the caster is lucky and talented. For those less talented, this ring does wonders at compensating for an arcanist lacking skill. Yeah. Like, it would be nice to have a bigger aura of effect for my spells, you know? I mean... I'm all in combo. Wow, really? But it's not something I really feel is that needed. It's fine. Got a lot of stuff.
This has seen better days.
Can probably find a key for that. I don't need to lock pick it. Sure, there's a way in there. Look around. Wait. Oh, it just gets out of there. Okay, well, then there's no point. Didn't realize. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can just break it open. I don't know. Would you maybe possibly not have a way to break that open? At this point in the game, I feel that's unlikely. I'm sure we have that grenade around at least, you know. And I don't know. That's just how he did things. A list of dates and numbers. Upon reading through all of it, you can deduce that it's keeping track of a nearby group of Zoribs and endeavoring to make sure the rider isn't discovered by the tribe. I suspected for days now. I suspected for days, but now I'm positive. The Zoribs are getting closer. Hopefully they haven't seen me, and you'll just move right on by. I doubt it. trying to get a view of here, but not really.
This was animancy equipment. Someone was experimenting with forces they didn't understand.
Paper scrap. We to adjust the frequency of the weed. Did you add the irrigation directly to the machines? The archives must have some record on how to use these things. When I have fertilizer, try beetle dung instead? Okay, I mean we brought Yara along with this since it's an animancy thing. That was lucky, I guess. What is a notebook? The animancy equipment I have procured from Emerald's Stair is nothing short of wondrous. The people of Yor have grown bountiful crops from nothing with these machines. From nothing with whatever. Perhaps we may say ourselves for salvation and rationing yet. And if a good impact has enemies before, at various points in our history, surely Mihala will allow this. Mihala denied the proposition. I could see that coming. She says that enemies does not support Nandru's directive, since he does not explicitly mention the practice in the oath. Saka, I think. It's her keep and her rules, but if we don't act now, we'll starve. So there was a small garden at the top of the ruined outpost. It's working so far. I have hope that Mihala will see reason. Mihala is a stubborn old goat. She refused to discuss my successful experiment, and said that if I continue this project, she'll have me locked away in the Ash Forest for sedition and treason. Let her try.
That Nimdu Petru definitely got himself locked up in the Ash Forest. He'll still be there. The Zarubs didn't get to him first.
I was wondering, like, I haven't seen a sign of him being locked up here. Like, is there a way to lock him up here? So yeah, I was like, okay, he's locked up somewhere else, apparently. All the way up there. Well, that's not gonna happen today, clearly. I'm at an hour. Alright. Well, we are exploring, finding stuff, doing things. Yeah. Get a good look at everything from up here. That's not the button I was trying to press, but whatever. I guess I'll get some stuff back. Get a good look to shoot guys from here. Not that there's anyone to shoot. Oh, I see you. Can I hit you? He's so far away. Especially with this one. Maybe this guy? Nope. Can just barely not hit these guys. Oh well. Is that here? Here's a chest of something. I think I'm hearing something. It's down below. Whoa, okay. I probably should have tried to fall here. And I'm ready to grab that anyway. I'm not hearing anything anymore, so whatever. It's fine. There might be a chest somewhere, but whatever. Oh, that. Ouch. Was a little further than I expected. Alright. Yeah. Well. We dealt with some silly folk. And we're exploring here. And yeah. Mario's got a thing. Yeah, companion quest, yeah. I mean, you do have a little menu for the companion quest, so, you know. Yeah, that was, I don't know if I knew that, that there was one, but it also makes it weird that there would only be one for Kai. I would assume all of them have one, like, right? I mean, come on. I would think so, but, I don't know what the ones could be, but yeah. Anyway. Just wanna clear this out. Man, there's been a lot of them that I haven't cleared out in a while. Documents. All this stuff. Just want to clear all this out. Makes you feel better. There's so much stuff at this point. Alright. Okay. And there we go. Took a little bit. Yeah, I am still surprised. I don't know why. Don't know why I'm surprised that there was more to this place than just this down here. But no, there's still stuff. Still stuff to explore. Yeah. That is the episode, I think. Yeah, I don't know. We are also supposed to go back, right, to the guy, right? Maybe? Are we? Yes, this one. We're supposed to go back to Sansa once more. That's the one quest that keeps bringing us back to Dawnshore for some reason. I haven't had to come back to Shadowscarp or, you know, almost there yet. I wonder if you will. But for some reason, you make us come back there to do that mission each time. I'll get that done eventually, but you know, it's not a priority. Right now, I just want to explore, I think. Yeah. That's the episode. Goodbye.